What is up, YouTube family? Welcome back to Quintessential Music and Entertainment, where we're going to be discussing all things essential to everything that's going on in pop culture and hip hop, all different genres, in Hollywood, in the music industry, in Hollywood movies, everything dealing with entertainment. One of the topics that I really wanted to discuss was the special ed comments that he made about NWA. One of the things that disturbed me, and I addressed this in one of my other videos, is when something nowadays with social media, when something hits, and shakes up the whole community or the hip hop world or the music world or pop culture in general, it's just crazy to me how it'll send a shockwave through, but it'll be gone and forgotten about in like 3 days. It used to last 2 weeks. It used to last a month. It used to last a week. Now this stuff only lasts like 2 weeks. So here we are. We had a situation where Special Ed came out and said that NWA marked the beginning of the age of destruction for the black community with their gangster rap. NWA. Now, NWA, what's so ironic about it was NWA had a movie. They were celebrated. NWA got put into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, being celebrated. But nobody wanted to talk about how detrimental their music was to the black race and the black community. Nobody said nothing about it until Special Ed had the balls enough to come out and speak on it on Drink Champs. Now, I guarantee y'all that most of y'all only watched the little clip because, watching long videos, important videos about intelligence and intelligent conversations, nobody got that lifespan. They don't have the attention span, to watch these things. They'll just, everything is so microwavable now. You only have time for a couple of clips. That's why TikTok is so popping, because you can only watch 5-second clips at a time now. Your attention span is so limited. You can't read a book. You can't sit down and get away from the phone. You can't watch an intelligent interview for more than 10 minutes. And that Drink Champs interview was like 3 hours long. I watched every second of it because Special Ed is an intelligent brother, and he dropped so many jewels in that interview. Even Nori was pissing me off because he kept clowning and acting like a dumbass, acting like he should be in a special ed class because he was asking so many dumbass questions and his dumbass comments. And you could tell Special Ed was getting perturbed with Nori because that brother's intelligent and he's serious and he about his business. He really in the community helping artists, helping kids be more professional, learn how to navigate the industry, music-wise, money-wise, financial. Special Ed is doing some amazing things in the hip-hop community and nobody's taking notice. And all they want to talk about is the drama or people being offended by what he said about West Coast rap being, causing the age of destruction to black people. He had to go get on a phone call with Dog Pound, with Corrupt and them, to kind of like, not backtrack, but to kind of like not create any beef with these dudes. And I'm sitting there like, what are they arguing about? How can they say that their music wasn't negative to the black race? They sitting up there talking about, what you mean by that? What you mean by that? How you gonna speak on us like that? Because it's true. It's fucking true. What Special Ed said, every word of it was absolutely true. You ain't never heard no gangster shit, no vulgarity shit, no rappers calling women bitches until you heard Eazy-E and NWA. They were the spokespersons of that life right there. I remember the very first time I heard Eazy-E, the Easy Does It album. It blew my mind as a child. It blew my mind as a child. I went from listening to Run DMC and Public Enemy to Eazy-E talking about cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, smacking the hoes. I hadn't heard no shit like that since I watched the Mac and Superfly and shit. But that was the pimp life. We understood that was something other than what we were capable of doing. That was the pimp life. That wasn't something you do in your regular life. That wasn't a way a regular person could live, right? And actually, I had the wherewithal to listen to NWA and understand that the Eazy-E life and the life that these dudes were talking about in Compton was not the life for me. It was not the life I was living. I was listening to it for pure entertainment. I was listening to it to enjoy the music, listening to the beats, listening to the rhymes. I was actually enjoying the artistry of those guys, which is why they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But if you don't have the intelligence to separate the reality from the entertainment, then you're going to be consumed by the music. And we had a whole bunch of people in the hood that wanted to emulate what they were talking about. They wanted to live the same lifestyle that they were living. They wanted to speak like them, wanted to dress like them, wanted to wear the jerry curls and the all black, wanted to be tough like them, wanted to be gangster like them. So they produced a whole bunch of gangster ass people. They embodied the gangster culture. Now, they had some songs that were influential in a positive way. They had songs where they were bringing awareness to things like Fuck the Police and a couple of other ones. But majority of their music was the age of destruction for black people. Now, Ice Cube came out and tried to deny it. He actually tried to deny it. And one of his old real good buddies, West Coast Cam, came out and told him he was full of shit and told him that he was in total denial. Now, that brother is a part of the Nation of Islam. So he had been there with Ice Cube way back, and he's seen how Ice Cube strayed away from the righteousness that he was headed at one point. But for him to not take accountability for those NWA years is pretty disingenuous. And I was very disappointed, but at the same time, you know, how can they come out and say, yeah, we were wrong? Because it destroys everything that their legacy was built on. They can't even come out and say, yeah, those NWA lyrics were pretty harmful to the black community. They would never be able to say it. So that stuff gets sugar coated and it gets swept under the rug. That's why you see that special ed thing, it came and went in a matter of 3 days. And it's actually something that needs to be addressed, just like this D1 situation with Rick Ross, Meek Mill, and Jim Jones. But see, in the age that we're in right now, where it looks like things are being controlled by demons and Satan or evil or negativity, depending on what your religion or science is, of course, the things they're going to expose those things and condemn them, they're going to get washed away real quick. You know, if you're in a world full of negativity, anything that comes out that's positive is going to get, washed away very quickly, because it disrupts the flow of this negativity and world of sin or demonic times that we're in. So there needs to be conversations being had on what's going on right now. But the powers that be are loving what's going on right now, because this is where they wanted it to go from day one. If you look at your religious books, it talks about the powers that be wanting to take this into this negative realm that we're in. But what Special Ed said was very, very true. He is one of the righteous few. It's just a shame that nobody's paying attention to him anymore. That fast, he came and went. So shout out to Special Ed for what you're doing in the community. Keep doing the good work. We need good brothers like you out here trying to make a difference. And, we hope that somehow, some way, that this hip hop thing is going to get turned around. Because I come from the era where there was variety. There was at least a choice that you could say, okay, I don't want to listen to NWA right now. I'm going to listen to Foo Snickens or fucking Kwame or Public Enemy or Slick Rick tell stories, the adventures, the storytelling raps. Like, you could get away from this gangster shit, this negative shit, this ratchet shit. Now you can't escape it. That's all you hear. Except if you're like us and we can go to the old school, but these youngins out here, they are consuming this shit. And you're seeing the results of it. You wonder why the world is so crazy. And this is just the beginning. Even though you think that it can't get any worse, it's about to be chaos out here. So understand what's going on. Do the knowledge to it and then prepare, because it's some crazy shit coming up. Don't be surprised if you start seeing things like The Purge and things coming to life, because it's going to keep going further into the pits of darkness. Hopefully somehow, some way, some positivity, some light can come back in and overrule some of this negativity and some of this demonic shit that's going on. But I don't see it coming, because we have 400 years of slavery, happen to the people, and you ain't never see no hand come out the sky and change nothing. You have rapings, killings, and lynchings, and no God came out of the sky to fix none of that. So I ain't depending on nothing to come and fix this. It's only going to keep getting worse unless we, the people, change it and do better. So until next time, y'all, I will see y'all. If y'all want to check out some of the links below and scale your life up to the next level, feel free to do so. Drop some comments down there. Let me know what you think about the current state of hip hop. And until next time, I'll holler at y'all. 100.